morning everyone. I have my 326-day-old first cocoon nursery bin here. So it's not cocoon nursery anymore, and this is 2-layer system, but it was 3 layers for quite a while, and then I took out the middle and most processed tray and I put it over the one with the fresh bedding, so I created two level systems. The other one is now divided into the further 2 systems, which are temporary, just 1 layer. We'll see what to do with the next, but let's check this one. So this one was slightly processed when I divided the population and trays between 2 systems. This is the remaining of the baiting cup that I used for harvesting, for luring out the worms from for the ready castings, so I could harvest it. And it's quite muddy and sticky. It's not like bad, but it's definitely too wet to harvest it. And these bits on top are a bit dry, so I left it uncovered with the exception of a few bits of this, like one side, but it dried out and the rest is wet. I can see quite a lot of cocoons here, but there's no food left, with the exception of a few like really long-term bits. This is probably a piece of the pineapple. You can find few potato skins and an avocado pit, but no real food for those worms. So let's check the bottom tray. Okay, you can see this is quite processed too, and we can see lots of worms in here, so they're moving to the part where they have a bit more bedding, and this part is a bit wet too. So it's not helping the top tray to dry out, and I'm just thinking what to do with this. You know what, I will borrow the top tray from the other system that had the ready castings. I just harvested it, so I'm not going to clean it, just use it to move this stuff. Can you see it? So I'll move this stuff over to this tray, and I will give this one a bit of the fresh bedding on the bottom, so hopefully everything like too wet will go to the bottom tray and it will start a new tray. So let's move them here. So this will be the middle tray. We'll leave the top one on top. Sorry for the squeaking sound. I know not everyone likes it. Okay, I can't see any more worms here, but if anything left, that's fine, because we are going to add some fresh bedding. It's slightly damp. I always try to keep some bedding prepared just in case I need it. So it's mixed with coffee grounds and grit to prevent sticking up together. Is it enough? Maybe one more handful. Okay, so this one will be start of the new tray, like new bin in the future. But I hope this will help to control the moisture in both trays. So we can move this one over now, because I want to fit this one. The top one is done, it's just waiting to be the space of to dry out, so I can harvest the ready castings. So I don't want to add anything to the top one, but I can add tiny bit of fresh bedding here. I still have some time to process it, and I have feeding for them. Let's move the plant so you can see better. Okay, we have some tea bags and some veggie scraps and some watermelon. I think there are even like a few pieces of pear. It's not a large feeding, but I think they will be happy with this food. You can even mix it a little bit more all over, just to give them easier access and not to make like one section too moist. Okay. So hopefully they will enjoy it, and I will bring the top layer back. So my hope is that the middle tray will transfer a bit of the moisture to the bottom one, just because of the gravity. And when the middle one is a bit drier or not getting even more moist than it is already, this one will dry out easier. So we can see still worms, but it's not as busy because some of them moved to the middle tray, and that's fine. It's what we want. We want this one to be finished. So I will leave those few dry bits just here. You can stick them in so they can suck up some moisture and then evaporate through the loose ends. But because they're slightly bigger, it will be easy to take them out when I need to harvest the castings. And if worms want to eat the bits that are underneath and will get a bit more moist, that's fine, they can do it. So it will be probably 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even 4, before this stuff is ready to harvest, and hopefully they will finish that tiny few bits of food that they have left over. There's mango seed here, so they're in it, but you can see it's a bit muddy, but it also starts to have that hairy appearance. Just you can see that fibers here, and we can see tiny one Okay, so let's leave it to them. Let them finish it. So thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.